Hello, as most of you probably already know, I'm Florence, and just now I'm going to do an overview of some of the news, and stick around to the end if you want to hear me talking about some of the videos that are going to be coming your way. So let's kick this off with some more neutrino experiments that have been performed, in which the neutrinos didn't travel faster than the speed of light. For a stronger suggestion that the neutrinos back in September didn't in fact go faster than the speed of light. This experiment was called the Icarus experiment, and it was performed once again by the Gran Sasso labs. This time they used a different measuring technique called a liquid argon time projection chamber. And as it turned out, in this experiment the neutrinos didn't go faster than the speed of light, they went at approximately the speed of light, but certainly not over. So it's looking ever more like these quick hops off to your holiday homes over on Mars or alien planets around other stars isn't going to be quite so likely. Now, following the trend of neutrinos, at the University of Rochester, a group of scientists have sent information using neutrinos as the data carriers. What they did was they sent these neutrinos through 240 meters of stone after these neutrinos had been set up in a binary code, and they were sent off to the detector where they were detected, and when they detected it, they had it spell out neutrino, which was the data that was sent. What's so surprising about this is neutrinos are infamously hard to detect, and they managed to reliably collect the data sent through the neutrinos. And scientists are currently thinking that this sort of thing could help us communicate with anything in outer space or even under the water, where it can be very difficult to wirelessly communicate. However, this still requires fairly large equipment in order to perform, so don't expect it in any of your phones anytime soon. Now, something I should have probably talked about quite a while ago now is the oxygen that was found on a moon. Sadly not our own moon, but it is a moon within our own solar system. This moon was Dione, which is going around Saturn, and it's basically a small icy planet. This atmosphere around a moon that contains oxygen widens our range of the number of places that extraterrestrial life could evolve. Now, when I say extraterrestrial life, I'm not talking little green men, but I'm talking anything right down to single-cell organisms. And finally, a new way to think about the atoms that we're all made out of. For most people, when they think of an atom, they think of a nucleus with electrons orbiting around it in various different directions. However, the more educated amongst you will think of it more like a nucleus with a probability field of electrons just constantly existing around it in different shapes. And some of you may even just think of it as a whole probability field as the whole atom. Now, correct or wrong as these may be, most of you will be thinking of them as more or less in one position, such as in a diamond or in you or me. They are pretty much just held together. But as it turns out, experiments in the US have shown that the nucleons being the things that are in the centre of the atom, making up the nucleus, such as protons and neutrons, actually move about at about 25% of the speed of light. That's all I have time for talking about just now, but I'm going to be talking about some of my upcoming videos. Now, sadly, these improved videos that I've been saying I'll be trying to upload, I'm not actually going to be able to do these, simply because it's getting to exam time for me, and sadly, my exams have a greater priority over these YouTube videos, especially seeing as they dictate what universities I get into. But nevertheless, what I'm going to be trying to do is upload, on average, 2 or so videos every week, and I'm going to go back to some more of the explanation ones. Next, I'm probably going to be doing a video explaining y equals mc squared and some relativity. In fact, what you see up there is a bit of an explanation of why E equals mc squared anyway, presuming that you can read it. But that's all for now, and I'm sorry I won't be having too much time within the foreseeable future. But anyway, click here to be notified when I upload my explanation of y equals mc squared, and I will be seeing you next time.